Greetings, students, parents, everyone. My name is Kayu Chimura, and I am aspiring to become a high school history teacher. And here is my story. I'm currently a junior at Georgia State University in beautiful downtown Atlanta. I'm a history major and minoring in urban education. I'm originally from Columbus, Georgia, but I moved to Conyers since I was 3 years old, and I grew up there, and I consider it my hometown. So on to my background. I'm mixed. I'm proud to be half Finnish and half Japanese because my mom is from Finland and my dad is from Japan. I speak Finnish fluently and I've visited both countries many times and I love to travel. I've been to Sweden, Belgium, Estonia. It's just a wonderful experience and I've pretty much ventured out into the United States too. I've pretty much traveled up and down the east coast of the United States, been to New York and as far west as Arizona, and they've been wonderful trips. My favorite hobby is soccer. I love soccer. I've played it since I was 5 years old, and I played throughout high school, and I still do at Georgia State's club soccer team, and also at a few local leagues around Atlanta. It's a very interesting and fun hobby that I've made lots of friends from. My favorite types of music include rap, hip hop, alternative rock, indie rock, and pop. I like to keep my music diverse and enjoy listening to different things. The musicians that I find myself listening to the most are Blink 182, J. Cole,
I keep my head high. I got my wings to carry.
Matafix,
I'm amazed I let you to and fro. It's how my thoughts would go while I was looking for.
Luke Kelly,
Don't you let me go tonight. Don't you let me go tonight. Don't you let me.
Red Hot Chili Peppers,
Share this lonely view and push me up against.
and Childish Gambino.
Foot on the gas, I'm just trying to pass all the red lights and the stop signs. I'm ready.
To get to a more serious note, why am I aspiring to become a teacher? Why a history teacher? Any influences? Of course there are. I want to become a teacher because I love to be a source of guidance and influence. I get along with the youth very well. Throughout the past, I've held positions as a camp counselor and as a soccer coach for a couple of youth teams. I just get along with the youth very well. It's just a part of my identity. Why history? I've always appreciated and loved social studies in general throughout school, whether it be history, geography, government, or economics. And there goes a saying, those who forget history are bound to repeat it. We need to learn from the past, whether it be from mistakes and tragedies, from ideas that worked, groundbreaking technology, and the struggles. So, what is my favorite time period in history? I'm fascinated and interested in more modern history, beginning in the 20th century, World War I, World War II, the Civil Rights Movement, and the Cold War. We live in the present now. However, at some point in time, our present will be in future history books. We make history. That's why I love the subject. So, who are my influences? I appreciate every social studies teacher that I've ever had throughout elementary, middle, and high school. They've always just been very compassionate about the subjects they teach. The teachers that comes to my mind that very much influenced me are Mr. Shelton, Miss Barber, Mr. Kitchen, Mr. Vornia, and Miss Broom. This gentleman on the right is another teacher that influenced me to become a teacher, and his name is Mr. Peters, or Coach Peters as I like to call him. He was my high school soccer coach and was my zoology teacher in the 10th grade. He managed to keep class fun, and he was a great coach. I learned a lot from him because he not only wanted his students and players to be great students inside the classroom, he wanted them to become successful outside the classroom as well. So I deeply admire him. Teaching is a thankless and selfless career. Teachers put in countless hours of hard work that their students become successful in life, and I hope I can one day say I made a difference to one of my students.